So last year, Green Spaces brought a unique competition to Chattanooga schools, the Green Prix. And it's a competition that enables students to build electric cars and then race them. So it's not only fun that would make adults somewhat envious, but it also helps prepare kids for engineering jobs later in life. So joining us is one of the organizers of the program, Dawn, to tell us what it takes to enable the next wave of students. Dawn, thanks so much for joining us. I know we kind of said a little bit about what the event is, but in your own words, give us a quick overview.
Yeah, so essentially at the beginning of the school year, kids get a box full of parts and an assembly guide, and they are instructed to build electric power race cars. And so it's really on them. Advisors are hands-off. They have to figure out how to put together the chassis, all the wiring, the alignment on the car, and then they have to test it out, race it, see what works, and if it breaks, they have to fix it.
Right. It's literally like racing an actual car. We've had some footage there from last year's event. So talk to me a little bit about last year's event and the reaction from the students.
Yeah, so we had 9 schools participate in the Chattanooga Green Prix, and they did amazing. They were so proud of all their accomplishments throughout the year. They did have some hiccups on race day. One team's car, they got a flat tire, and so they had to put Gorilla Tape over it. You know, they'd run a couple laps and then have to pump it up more. Another school's chain fell off, and so they had to figure it out. And at race day, too, the advisors are completely hands-off. So this is really preparing students for jobs of the future.
Absolutely.
We know that cars are going to electric, but just STEM careers in general are the fastest-growing careers that we have. So this prepares them for it.
And learning how to work together as a team and experiencing those hiccups in the heat of the moment. That's reality, right?
Yeah, that's what happens to us most days.
Okay, so we're gearing up for the 2018-2019 school year, and we're bringing back the Green Prix again. So tell us about what we're looking forward to this year.
Yeah, so after hearing the feedback from the advisors and the students, we have now 24 schools, additional schools on the waiting list.
And now this is all ages, elementary, middle, and high, right?
That's correct. They can start as early as age 9. Believe it or not, the 9-year-olds drive the cars on race day. And so, like I said, we're really just looking for sponsors to help us be able to provide as many kits as possible for the schools this coming year.
So we have how many so far?
So right now we have 13. Some of those are partially funded. They have half support and they're looking for match. But the Lyndhurst Foundation was very generous, and they are providing up to 10 kits for the public schools. And so now we're looking for the community to match those 10 cars.
Perfect. And now you were telling me something I didn't know earlier, that this is kind of a one-time investment because the kits can be reused.
Yes. Year after year, the kits can be reused with minimal investment. They're going to need things like new tires or maybe a new chain eventually. But the kit itself, at the end of the school year, the kids take it apart, and then next school year, the kids have to put it back together.
Okay, so that's always good to know.
Yeah.
And so this all starts in September, right? And then the race is in the spring. Tell me about the timeline a little bit.
Yeah, so in August, we get the advisors together, and they actually assemble a kit together so that they understand where the tricky points are in assembly, so that they are prepared for when the students are going through the build process where they might need to step in. And then in September, we will provide all the kits to the schools participating, and they'll have all school year to build them. Some finish quicker than others, and they're open to go to other races. So specifically Huntsville, they have multiple races throughout the school year. And then our big race will happen in April of next year.
Okay, and we had a school on earlier this year, and it was great to hear the students' perspective and the advisors' perspective, and I was surprised at really how hands-off the advisors were. And it was fun to hear the students talk about how they had to learn to overcome challenges as a team, because we don't see a lot of the younger kids thinking in that way.
That's right.
So I love that you're getting their brains to start firing in that direction.
That's right. We've heard that from multiple schools that, you know, it was really hard for them at first. They all wanted to be hands-on on the car, but really they had to figure out what their role was and work properly in their role to succeed.
Okay, Dawn, so if someone out there is wanting to sponsor a vehicle, there's some different price points, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
So elementary, it's a different style car. It's $3,000, and that provides a stipend for the advisor as well. They're spending a lot of hours with these kids, and so we want to provide a little bit of something for their time along with the kit. And then for middle and high school style cars, it's $6,000, and again, that helps to provide some stipend support for the advisor too.
So how do we get in touch with you if you want to sponsor these vehicles?
So they can call us at 423-648-0963. free, or you can go to our website and see a lot more information, see the video and more detail about the kits. They can just reach out to greenspaceschattanooga.org.
All right, greenspaceschattanooga.org, and the phone number will be on that website as well. All right, Dawn, thanks for joining us, and thank you for offering this to the Chattanooga schools. Let's help them out and get some more cars out there.
Yes.
All right, Dawn, we'll talk to you again as soon as we get closer to next year's event.
Great, thank you.
But you guys stick around. We'll be right back on Let's Chat.